Welcome to NANOG 75. As I was traveling this meeting, I sort of sat down and thought to myself, what do I want to get out of NANOG? So the first thing I want to do was learn something new. The second, meet new people, make new contacts. The third, do some business. We're here to make money, make things happen. It's a good place to do that. And in my case, there's something else that I thought about a little bit later, and that is give back to NANOG. And I'll get back to that a little bit later. So as far as learning something new, the NANOG Program Committee has put together 3 days of exciting content. You'll hear about new technologies, you'll learn about new operation techniques, and learn about interesting things and developments in network security, collaboration with law enforcement. I wanted to look a little bit at the numbers for this NANOG meeting. And so you see there's a large group of people in attendance. But if you look a little beyond that, for every seasoned NANOG member, there's a newcomer here. And we have 2 professors from universities that agreed to bring students to this meeting to participate. A number of them participated in the hackathon and were one of the leading hacks that was selected by the hackathon participants. And they're part of our NANOG program. So if you go outside your circle and talk to somebody in the hallway, talk to them at lunch, you're guaranteed to meet somebody new. Get a new perspective about the industry, find out what others are doing, and broaden your circle. As far as networking, we also, each day NANOG is having extended breakfasts, would give you a chance to meet a lot of new faces, new people, have discussions that take a little bit longer, but also to ensure that you can take advantage of the program and do networking, we're hosting lunches both on Monday and Tuesday. I wanted to highlight 2 lunches in particular. First of all, Monday, we offer invite-only newcomers lunch, where newcomers participate in a roundtable discussion with some of the NANOG volunteers. So if you're a newcomer, I look forward to meeting you in that meeting, and please take the time to come meet other newcomers and the NANOG volunteers. Secondly, we offer a Women Technology Networking lunch every Tuesday at NANOG. We have the pleasure of having Mitchell Baker, co-founder of Mozilla, as a featured speaker for tomorrow's meeting. And thirdly, if you're an interconnection or peering coordinator, professional, NANOG has a peering coordination forum every Monday afternoon. So please stop by that and find yourselves new peers, meet up with people you interconnect with today, and grow the internet together. As far as doing business at NANOG, we have open seating on this level just across the foyer. First come, first serve. You can sit down in that area and meet. There's plenty of available seating at the atrium level, and we've selected a venue that has a number of restaurants nearby. So I think you'll find it's a good location for you to do business and help change the internet, grow it for better, and make this all successful. Next, I want to turn over to You said Tina next. So I'll turn it over to Edward, who's going to talk a little bit about changes with the NANOG organization in support of our mission.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Edward, NANOG's Executive Director. There's been quite a bit of changes. Mike? Hello? 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 Podium? Can you hear me here? Okay, that's great. As I said, I'm Edward McNair, NANOG's Executive Director. There's been a lot of changes within our organization over the last few months that I want to share a little bit about. We've had the amazing pleasure to have some additional staff join us that I think will make some amazing changes within this organization. You know, it still amazes me today that Betty, Day, and Valerie were able to do so much with this organization with only 3 people. Now our staff has expanded to a whopping 6 people. But these 6 people are hard at work to deliver an amazing experience for our attendees here. I'd just like to highlight some additional changes in our new staff that we have. So Valerie is now our program director. Day Harvey is director of meeting and events. Joining us now is Brandy Herrera, our Senior Content Strategist, Sean Winstead, who is our Business Development Specialist, and Lee Brooks, who is our Senior Designer. These people here are worked very, very hard to make this program come off exceedingly well. Everything from the meeting space to making sure the food is right, and then now we're putting some tremendous efforts into messaging and branding to better communicate who NANOG is and to help expand and to create more diversity within our organization. As you can see, as you kind of mill around the space, there's been a lot of branding changes. About a few months ago, we changed our our logo, which is now expanded into other aspects. Things that we've been hard working at, we've now developed an internal branding guide, which is designed to help us improve our communication to the NANOG community, to its members, and to the world beyond. We've also have a renewed Twitter focus. We've now updated our Facebook presence, LinkedIn, and now we're very, very active in Instagram. Again, all these changes are designed to improve the experience for our members and our community. Next slide, thank you. And all that leads to our new website revamp. Our website is now in beta stage. The public-facing pages are functional. And during our members' breakfast, I'll give you a bit of tour of the website and what you can expect from it. We have back-end developers that are hard at work integrating our system. So the way we previously worked, we had 3 different diverse systems that were working, and we're trying to integrate those all so we have a singular user experience to make it much easier to get around the NANOG website, to find information, and just to be able to stay well informed. Our new website, hopefully you'll be seeing it going live in probably 3 to 4 weeks. Again, we're hard at work at making that all a new reality. And lastly, I'd like to say on Wednesday, we're going to have a community meeting. In part of our efforts to improve our communications, we're trying to create more transparency within our community. The NANOG staff will be here on stage at 10 on Wednesday. You'll get a chance to meet the people who put this meeting together and give a chance to ask a few questions on processes and how we do things, and hopefully the way to improve the experience for all of you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tina Morris. I'm on the board of directors for NANOG. Last year, you may or may not be aware, we rewrote many of our policies and bylaws just to bring them up to the more professional organization that we're trying to run. The attendance charter was revised at that time, and it's really come to our attention that it should really be called a code of conduct. That's more what it is. So as we migrate to the new website, you'll see the attendance charter, the name attendance charter go away, and you'll see code of conduct instead. It can be found at nanog.org/code. I encourage everybody to read it, and we just want to remind you of it at this as the introduction, because sometimes the conversations can get a little heated. There's events with drinking, there's events with things, and there's just behavior that we expect. We expect everybody to be professional and courteous to one another in attendance, and make it a welcoming, encouraging environment for people to express opinions. The code of conduct, the attendance charter / code of conduct covers things like sexual harassment, demeaning and discriminatory behavior, things like that. If you experience anything like that, we do not find that acceptable. We will take action. The reporting will go to our executive director, Edward, and if you can't find Edward, find a board member, find a staff member, and they'll help you with that. We take this very seriously. We want this to be an inclusive community, and if everybody could just take some time to read the code of conduct during this meeting, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.
So thank you, Tina. So I think you'll find that NANOG 75 provides unique news through its programming, a diverse attendee base so you can make new contacts, and a safe and unique environment for making those new contacts and doing business. The last thing I wanted to talk a little bit about was contributing to NANOG. And as Edward said, we only have 6 full-time employees at this point. So a lot of the work done by NANOG is by volunteers, our speakers, we have the support of our sponsors. And at this NANOG meeting, the board will be selecting the next class of program committee candidates. The program committee is entirely responsible for the programming at NANOG. They select the talks, they refine them, and they present it in this meeting without the interference of the NANOG board, without the interference of sponsors or the organization itself. So we're looking for diverse individuals that are motivated to contribute, that want to learn something new, want to work with others to put that content together. And so if you're interested or you know somebody that would be a good candidate for the program committee, on the badges, I don't have my badge, if there's a red badge or a blue badge, you're a volunteer for NANOG. Those are the board members and the existing program committees. So come up to any one of us and talk to us about the opportunity, give us ideas for candidates, and on Wednesday we'll be selecting that new class and announcing the upcoming program committee next week. So I'd like to take a second just to thank our sponsors. It's important, all the amenities that we have as far as espresso line, lunches, contributing to the social, the meeting spaces themselves, is with the support of the sponsors. So thank you very much to our meeting sponsors, our premium sponsors, and throughout the conference, outside this room, you'll see signage when a lunch is hosted by one of our sponsors, a break. So take advantage of that and meet those sponsors. Lastly, it's on the learning side of things, but NANOG does have a special trade show environment on Wednesday afternoon called Beer and Gear. And it's just a relaxed environment where you can go out, have a snack, have something to drink, a refreshment, and meet and talk to those vendors in a more informal way. So I invite you to participate in that. And with that, I'd like to hand it over to Mike DeVito, our host sponsor from Digital Realty.
Good morning, everybody. Want to welcome you all to San Francisco. I'm Mike DeVito. I'm privileged enough to lead the service provider team at Digital. Many of you are valued clients. Thank you. Welcome to NANOG 75 and to San Francisco. Digital is really excited and proud to be your host. We're also proud of the work that we do with the IX community and the peering community at large. To that end, some of you may have seen some announcements we made recently about new investments in new markets for us in both Ashburn and Chicago. Super excited about that. We're also proud of the work we do with third-party IXs in our facilities. So we're working with folks like DKIX to enable Frankfurt, with SF Mix to support San Francisco and others. So really proud of that. Welcome. Thank you for being valued clients and partners of ours. And also just want to note quickly, we're really proud that we're hosting Women's Technology Forum event tonight. It's a part of our DNA at Digital Realty, one of the things we're super proud about and one of the things we're really committed to as we are this community. So please join us tonight. It's a ladies-only event, 6 to 8. If you see a Digital Realty employee here, please ask them about details. There'll be a panel session. There'll be some networking and some cocktails. So please join us at a headquarters next door, 4 Embarcadero Center from 6 to 8. Thank you again. Have a great NANOG. Thank you.
So now we're going to start the program. I hand it over to Brad Ramo, our program committee chair.
Morning. So before I get this started, I want everyone to stand up, turn around, and say hi to somebody new. Just take 2 minutes and just say hi. 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 Somebody new? All right. All right, once you said hi to somebody new, go ahead and get your seats. I lost control of them all. It's all good. All right, if you guys can find your seat, I'd appreciate it. Too late. Lost control. If everyone can find your seats, we can get going. I know, I'm losing them. Losing it. All right. So I'm going to get started. Here's a brief breakdown. If you're curious, again, thank you to CenturyLink, our connectivity sponsor. This is a network diagram. It's also in the guidebook. If you are curious, you can find it there. So again, thank you to CenturyLink for providing us the connectivity. We have 26 presentations over the next 3 days. All that content is completely peer-reviewed by the PC. As a PC member, we either reach out to people to solicit talks. Can't hear me? Oh. We either solicit talks or have people volunteer by submitting talks to the PC directly. All the PC members, as Sean said, are appointed by the board. We are completely self-governing. We do everything outside of the board. We completely vote, set, and agree on the content that is presented for NANOG. If you have any questions, look for a badge. It has blue on the bottom. We'll gladly help you out any way we can. We do have several talks coming up. Today, Jay Hennigan is talking about overcoming the challenges at the Oregon Country Fair. The security track is focused on law enforcement collaboration. It is going to be a very interesting security track. If you have any interest in it, I definitely recommend checking it out. Andy Beckelstein is going to be talking on building the 400 gig internet trends, technologies, and the road to 800 gig. And Matt Turner on open networking with a white box and an enterprise. We do have microphones as you look around the room. There's a little white paper in front. It talks about our guidelines. When you come up to the microphone, please be respectful. State your name and your affiliation, and please try to stick to asking questions instead of just talking at the presenter. We want to have an open conversation, and just yelling and shouting at the presenter does not do that. The community forum Q&A is on Wednesday morning. We definitely recommend checking that out. It's going to be an open question and answer forum on Wednesday morning. The agenda, like I said, is on Guidebook. It's an app. You can download it, Google Play, Apple iStore, whatever you want to find it, it's there. Just open up the app, search for NANOG, and it'll pull up the list of meetings. It gives you every room that the meetings are held in, gives you a map, everything is inside Guidebook. If you have to leave, we do stream the sessions. That URL is listed below. So if you need to check out and then still want to see what's going on, you can check into the live stream there. Presentation materials will also be linked in the agenda. So if you want to look at a slide deck, they will be linked there as well. Something that I wanted to do first is I'm going to take a selfie. As we talked, we have all this new branding that's going on. So we are trying to be more active on social media. That hashtag NANOG75 will be up. You'll see signs with it as well. Please use it. It's open. You can see pictures from others attending. It's a good way to track it. So please take a look at that. The hackathon. So the hackathon was yesterday. I'm trying to pull up my notes. I apologize. We had 42 participants organized into 7 teams working on operations and deployment using ZTP, OpenConfig, Ansible, OpenR, and GRBI. 2 of the teams will be presenting on their work on Wednesday afternoon. So please check that out. The amenities. Pacific Concourse, that's where the general sessions are. This is this room here. Market Street Foyer is where the breaks and the espresso bar is. Pacific B through K is a daily breakfast, and the Monday and Tuesday lunches will be there as well. Pacific D through G is the Peering Coordinating Forum. The Peering Coordinating Forum will be there. Tuesday evening social is at the Exploratorium. I've heard it is absolutely amazing, so please check that out. And then Wednesday evening, we also have a social at the Sens restaurant. Surveys. Please fill out the surveys. It helps us develop content that's best for the community, and we do look at every survey response and look at all the responses that we receive to help build a better program. When you do fill out this survey, you get entered in for a prize. Tuesday afternoon for the Monday survey, you get an HTC Vive virtual reality system will be the gift that is presented. These are all provided by XKL. So random drawings will happen. On Wednesday morning for the Tuesday survey, you get a Ring Video Doorbell Elite. And on Wednesday afternoon for the Wednesday survey, a Sony PS4 Pro with an extra controller and a headset. So please fill out the surveys. Thank you.